Beer. My name is Jonathan.
I'm Brian.
I'm Steven.
So we're going to be drinking Bourbon County.
We're going to be doing a vertical tasting from 2013 Bourbon County to 2018 Bourbon County. We're opening up 13. Cheers, gentlemen.
Cheers.
Prost.
Rich, velvety, got a bit of caramel on the nose.
It's definitely smoothed out over those 5 years.
Yet it still has a bit of a burn to it.
It's got its bite. 5 years from 2013 Black Friday, which is today, by the way. We're filming on Black Friday. It definitely retained all of its chocolate flavor.
Got that bourbon kick to it, that chocolatey roasted notes.
I'm getting less of the bourbon flavor that you're getting and more of the chocolate flavor.
More chocolate.
Yeah,
more chocolate.
The chocolate's definitely coming out a lot over those 5 years. Especially since all those hops are gone. This is the first Bourbon County I ever had.
Yeah, this is the first time that we came across it in the bottles. Back then, Bourbon County was something that was just like very rare and sought after. But as they go along the line, especially about right here, they get more increasingly easier to find.
As John was explaining to me earlier, he went to go pick up the 2018 and he found this 2014 4-pack, which they don't come in 4-packs anymore. They come in this size only. It used to be a 4-pack of these. They increased the size and the price apparently. But he found this 4-pack for $100. That's $25 a bottle for this.
A single bottle is as much as a 4-pack back when it was originally released. Shall we crack that open?
Let's do it. We're going for the $25 bottle. Makes you wonder how much this one is, right? Whew, at least 50. All right, 2014.
Prost.
Cheers.
A different beast altogether.
I'm not getting as much chocolate.
No. I'm almost getting like a floral scent to it.
It's definitely more floral, and I'm getting a little bit more on the porter side.
Copy on the porter.
Mm-hmm. Almost like they roasted the malts a little bit longer.
It might be just because this is the second beer that I just had, but I don't get as much of a burn off the 13.
Agreed.
Now on to 15.
2015.
The first year they put it in 16-ounce bottles to the dismay of Bourbon County lovers.
Yeah, the 4-pack was becoming a really cool idea. You get one 4-pack with 4 bottles. Now you get one.
Prost.
Cheers.
Prost. I feel like as they progress, the first one I got a bit more bourbon flavor than the second, and then it's coming back a little bit with the third.
Well, specifically this one, I can actually start tasting the hops a little. And when you start tasting the hops, it removes the flavor of the other, like the chocolate and the roastiness and the bourbon, because the bitterness always cuts through everything.
All three of them have a little bit of heat. I would say this one's probably second as far as the heat factor, despite the fact that it's only about 13%. Well, we go to the worst year ever, 2016.
2016, the lackluster year. This year did not impress us at all, to the point where we've been talking about it every year since.
The beer's great. The year sucked.
Yes. Cheers.
Prost.
I would say definitely the smoothest out of the 4.
That's really easy to drink. Yeah, a lot of flavor in there. Definitely get the big aspect of a bourbon standard stout.
I'm getting more of a cool aftertaste as opposed to like that packing that heat
Right?
that the bourbon typically does.
This is a
compared
get
to
drunk
the
beer.
others. Yeah.
Now on to last year's beer, aged for 1 year exactly, 2017's Bourbon County. Let me open that for you. You want to do the honors?
Thank you. I'd gladly.
How selfish, pouring himself first.
Yeah, look at that.
All right, so this is
Gentlemen,
to us.
Cheers.
all of these smell fantastic. Like, Oddly enough, I was looking up the ingredients to it, that being the hops and what malts they use. It hasn't changed. They have a record from, I believe, this point. So basically 15 on. And they use all the same hops and malts. I'll list off what they are. But they don't really change the recipe too much. Whether the difference is just how long they keep it in the barrel. They say that they age it for about 8 to 12 months.
Definitely depends on the barrels they're using as well. The yeast that year, how much of the yeast they sustained from last year. Beer is definitely a science, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Again, chocolate.
It's pretty consistent with the chocolate.
Yeah, I think
Very
There's a little
consistent.
bit of
with
cinnamon.
the chocolate is the predominant one. And
Yeah, the vanilla is definitely coming straight from the barrel. Kind of like a Chardonnay. You just get all of the butteriness and the vanilla flavors just straight from the barrel.
Well, without further ado, I've been looking forward to this day for exactly a year now.
15.2%. The
Oh.
2018 Bourbon County Stout came out today on Black Friday.
This is the highest ABV out of all of them
The highest ABV to come out of Bourbon County history.
of this history.
This history, of which that we have available to us.
All right, to 5 years of greatness.
Let's do it. Cheers. The carbonation is definitely going to make the aroma open up a different way. Whereas these have been sitting around for a long time, they don't have the carbonation to open the aroma. Where we're probably smelling a lot more of the flavors, which makes it a bigger whiff.
We were anticipating a bit more smokiness with this.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I'm subtly getting it.
I get
Not
a little
strong
bit.
at all.
It's definitely just whatever the barrel has to offer. There's nothing added to make an extra smoky flavor.
Yeah, it's not
That
a
is
rock
for
fire
sure.
or anything.
I'm
like
getting
that.
the most would be the oak,
I'm getting a lot more caramel at this one.
more so than the others, of course. But
Now, comment below. Is it caramel or caramel? That's up to you. Smash that like button.
you said caramel.
Caramel.
Caramel,
Caramel.
caramel, or caramel.
Caramel.
Caramel, caramel, or caramel.
Caramel.
However the Germans say it, it's correct.
I can't disagree with that. This is a really good beer.
That is fantastic.
I
Like,
think it's the carbonation that just makes me enjoy it a little bit more. That's kind of what you expect out of a beer.
all right, so our rankings of the Bourbon County vertical lineup from 2013 to 18. Oddly enough, we unanimously had the same results. We saw eye to eye. There was only one of us. For Steven, where basically two of them, he couldn't really tell the difference between the two, and so they ranked the same, so they tied. But they are still effectively within the same lineup. In sixth place, that would be our 2015,
All right.
which was the first year that they went over to the 16-ounce
That is in
bottle.
last place.
In fifth place, it is last year's beer, 2017. It just edged out 15 a little bit.
As far as the different years go, if you can find a real consistency, it was 2017. But we're ranking as far as the best beers between the same line goes.
Yeah.
And 2017, while consistent, just doesn't really hold its own in the presence of 2018 versus 2013.
The 2018, again, it reminds us so much of the 2013. It's insane. It is a fresh beer. It has been released today that we recorded this. And it's still holding up to the 2013 standard.
So this is where the controversy comes in. Brian and I agree about this ranking. This is one of the ones that Steven couldn't tell the difference. And that's going to be with the 2016 variant.
I was a little blended as far as 2016 versus 2018 comparing my notes, the mouthfeel on 2016 was a little bit greater, versus the finish on the 2018 was greater than the 16. I feel like it's that carbonation that kind of gives it that kick in the mouthfeel for me.
Coming in second place is 2014, which I believe is this guy right here.
And rightfully
That's right
so. 2014, rightfully so, definitely earned the second place.
Now, is there any sort of chance that the 2013 could have been outweighed by its predecessors here?
Only with age.
The first Bourbon County I had is the best Bourbon County I've had. From the first time I've had it fresh, it was amazing.
Absolutely. 2013, you win. Absolute, hands down. 2013, right here. It's all beat up. It's been around. We've held on to it. We aged it properly as we could with what we had available. The 2013 Bourbon County Stout. You win.
Pour me some more of that.
Tuh.
That is so good.
Fantastic. The honest thing here is these are aged beers, and they're not going to compare ever exactly to the newest beer that ever comes out. This is clearly an opinion upon ourselves as well. We appreciate stouts beyond reason, and we will definitely taste other beers and give our honest opinions on all of them. You may not agree, but we'll do our best to give you a proper opinion.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah, like, comment, smash that like button, smash it. Like we're gonna get smashed with us by smashing that like button.
You gotta get the angle, hit that like button.
Yeah, hit that like button. Hit that like button and subscribe here.
Hit that little bell.
I think it's here. I don't know. I don't watch YouTube enough apparently. Here, subscribe.